Run over here on the district real quick and share this link one more time. If anybody's in here so far, let me know when you get in the chat, so I'll know we have some folks in here on the live stream. Hey, Double M, good evening, man. How are you doing? Are you able to hear me? Hey, no problem, man. I enjoy doing that. I'm trying to keep a few boxes of those things around so that way I can toss in a pack here and there, or some extras, or depending on the break, if I can do both, I will. But I like doing that. I've gotten into some breaks lately. I was able to use some of the what I made off the other breaks and got back into some breaks on other districts and stuff, and doing that I've gotten into some randoms, and you know how that goes. You never know what you're going to get, but you can usually save a lot of money and they're cheap. So I got into a few of those, and some were teams that I collect, and some weren't. And some were duplicates, even though they were my PC. It was duplicates and stuff. So I've got plenty of extras now piled up to throw in for folks. And knowing you guys PC, because you know everybody's a regular, makes it pretty nice. I can like with yours, I know always the Yankees are your primary PC that you're after. I'm just waiting for a few others to jump on. I am going to tweet that real quick also. How many are you able to see on the chat how many participants are on here, or does it say? Yeah, see, everyone's used to me doing these later in the evening, like around 8 o'clock my time, Central Time. And because I had so many breaks listed online tonight, or this week, I decided to start them a little early. That way, if any other things fail while we're doing one break. Yeah, I just got a message from Phil, said he's has a Sunday dinner and he'll catch up later. But I just allowed more time, or starting earlier, to do that. And this may not be a good time to start on a Sunday, so regardless, we'll get these started ripping here shortly. I mean, I'm just trying to see if anyone else will pop in here. I see Dave saw the where I tweeted it, so he may be coming over shortly. And I guess I could also do it one other way, to where people actually got notified. I think if I do it this way, we'll see. I'm gonna do an announcement in, well, yeah, there we go. Now it shows two. Well, I don't know if I jumped in from my phone though, or from. I was on YouTube for a second on my phone, but I hopped right back off to get on here and announce it on the district, on the platform. Plus, another thing is, oh dang it, I didn't do that. I wonder if I can. I did an announcement, but I didn't do the. Oh well, I'll quit. Hey Andrew, how you doing? And Jake, I see you're in here, guys. Good deal. I'm having a really good day. And if any of y'all want to, if there's anything on this, any spots in this break here that anyone is interested in as far as making offers, it's almost closed. We're just probably about, it's this Panini 4-box mixer is what I'm calling it. Get the 2 Megas and then the 2 blasters. So I do have offers open on it, so if anybody wants to, even if it's a little bit under what I posted, that's fine as well. Just, I mean, as long as it's within reason. And I do have the ticker already up to date on it. Well, with the exception of the one that Steve just bought, Oakland Athletics, just a second ago. So I'll have to add that to Steve's. But other than that, no, everything's up to date on that one, and the ticker's already made for this Bowman break. So we've got Double M, Jacob, Andrew. That's who I'm showing here as of right now. And so we'll get started here. What I want to break first. Let's see here. I got another. Hey, there's Alan. Hey, King Leo. So what I'll do is we'll do a blaster, a mega, a blaster, and a mega is how we'll do it. Do one of each, and then go back over and do one of each again. And I've got more of these. I don't have a ton of them, but I do have more of these of each of these two that I can run back a second time around, or I can do a 3 and 3, or just do all like 3 just of these, or 3 just of these, and so forth. If I find a really good deal on the blasters of this that we did a while back, I'll pick up some of those. I missed a couple deals on them during the holiday sales, but that it is what it is. So I didn't go back and get them once they put the prices back up. I just missed them, so I didn't do it. So let's see here. Thank you, Andrew. Checking these offers just to make sure when you on the app, when you have an offer, it doesn't go away. It just, the notification stays there, so you don't really see, like, it still looks like you have an offer pending. So I'm opening them real quick just to make sure I don't miss one. Then alright, we're gonna get started, and if any offers come in, we'll knock those out here shortly. About halfway through this break, I'll knock them out. So you guys keep me in tune. If I'll do my best to keep all the cards in the center like I do, but occasionally I get to not paying attention and start drifting towards me. So just let me know in the chat. I'll try to keep an eye on it. We're going to get going with the Chrome. Good luck, everyone. Be nice if we pull something that's really nice out of these tonight. You know, like a really low numbered decent card, or some decent autos. There's no, well, the Panini has guaranteed autos, but there's no guaranteed in these. I'm going to go ahead and get the next this Mega here opened up. One thing I like about these though is they have the silver pack, whatever you call it, the exclusive that's got usually Mojo is what that is, and those cards are usually decent cards. I like how these come packaged also. They come packaged in a way that they're not going to fly apart. Yeah, like these two packs here, those will be we'll do them last after we'll do them after these, not last of the whole break. But so there's our 4 and then the 2. So we'll start with these here. So what do you guys think about the results of the play? I just went and did that. We're going to start. I'm going to set that there like that. See, when you get distracted, I looked up at the TV to check the score and then started asking you guys, well, hold on. No, we're good. Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. That confused me seeing that Mojo. But so what do you guys think about the I'll tell you what it is. There we go. So we'll do that. Start with this one. That's a good card on the top though. Jackson Merrill Mojo. The playoff selection is what I'm trying to get to. The committee's decision on that. Spencer Steer, that's a good rookie. Juan Soto. O'Neal Cruz, obviously, you know I like him. Jeremy Pena, there's one for Austin. Chris Bryant. I know Austin's going to be wanting a Pena in that, maybe one of the Mojos if we can pull one. And that Spencer Steer is definitely a good rookie to pull. Did you guys have to do anything different to get to the YouTube page today? You know, when I very first started this, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, whenever it was that I mean, it was, I think I was in Okarche when I started it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was. But anyhow, you know how I was wanting to do all snake draft breaks, and oh Lord, those are, for one, they're very hard. They take a lot of work. And then, so you had to search twice for some. Yeah, I changed the name a little bit. I let the channel alone and all that, but I just changed the naming. I took away snake breaks off of it, just because of what and this look like a duplicate pack here. Juan Soto again, O'Neal Cruz again, Pena. We got Chris Bryant. Rafael Devers is a new one, so he replaced Steer, it looks like. That's frustrating when they do that, and it's frustrating even more so when they do it in the same box. Like, it's one thing if you get 2 Megas and they're that way, but when it's the same exact box and they do it, that drives me nuts. And see, like, here's a Devers again. Shohei, not bad. Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. Corey Seager, your World Series MVP. Oscar Colas. And I keep hearing the guys on the podcast for the fantasy baseball stuff really talking him up like he's fixing to, like he's going to be a good one. So we'll have to see. But you know, all these will get sleeved, not just the ones I'm setting aside here, but every one of these will be sleeved. That's how I do all of them. Yeah, on my name, all I did was I dropped the snake breaks off because honestly, I very seldom do a snake draft anymore. They're just, here we go again, they're so hard and take up a lot of time. Shohei again, Rhys Hoskins again, Corey. I wonder, I'm going to tag Tops in this and then email it to him. because this is ridiculous. Corey Seager, Oscar Colas, and the only different card in that pack besides the one that was before it was this Miguel Amaya instead of, what was it, Rafael Devers for the Cubs. That is it's crazy. I want to make sure we don't. There we go. All right. And oh my gosh, Miguel Amaya again. Okay, that one's different. Patrick Bailey with the Giants. James Outman, that's a good rookie to have a hold of too. Dodgers, he's one of my favorites. He played here in Bricktown for a long time before he got his call up finally. Miguel Cabrera, Miggy, one of my favorite players in baseball, just because of his positive outlook and his positive, like the smile he always has, and just he seems like such a genuine, nice guy. Like he's always smiling, having a good time, and seems like a cool teammate. Bo Naylor with the Guardians. So there is one pack that was different. Now we'll go here to this one. Jackson Merrill with the Chargers, yeah. With the San Diego Padres. That's a really good one to have. I know Pug Monkey likes him a lot. Then we have Jader. I don't know how you pronounce that. I don't even want to attempt it. But it's for the Milwaukee Brewers. Arianamo. So I guess I did attempt it, but we'll get these all sleeved up as soon as I finish these two packs here before we start into these. We got Rafael Devers, the Mojo Iconic for Boston. Jacob Milton for Houston. That goes to Austin. And then a Welbin Francisca for the Guardians. Bowman first in the Mojo. So those are not bad. Yeah, that box. Next up for the Guardians we have Victor Isturis, Bowman first Mojo. Then we have a Daverson Gutierrez, Bowman first for the Mets. We have a Luis Guanipa for the Braves, Bowman first. Alfredo excuse me, Alfredo Duno for the Reds, Bowman first. And Dernish Valdez for the Cubs, Bowman first. Give me just a minute and I'll get these here sleeved up real quick. I'll just set them off to the side. Yeah, it's real frustrating. But yeah, I'm not a fan of any of the schools that were selected. You know, I'm more an OSU fan, Oklahoma State or OU. I mean, I like them both. I'd say I'm definitely OSU over OU, but when they're not playing against each other, I'll go for both of them. And other than that, or Notre Dame. Yeah, I think their selection process was very flawed this time. I understand some of the thinking behind it, where they're trying to justify their decision, but I definitely don't agree with it. If I was Florida State, man, that'd be a hard one to swallow. I'm not a Tide fan in the least bit. I used to work with a guy, and I mean, this is for one, I'm not a Saban fan, but I used to work with a gentleman a long time ago that was a die-hard Tide guy, and he was so obnoxious, and just, man, he was a hard person to work around, especially during football season. And his personality wasn't a very nice one, to say the least. I think he could have been a fan of any team, honestly, and it would have it wasn't a Tide thing. Other than that's just my bias, and that's it's what I relate it to, however you want to say it, because of that guy. He's the only really Bama guy, and I like Alabama in a lot of other ways, but just, I mean, yeah, Saban's a heck of a coach, Hall of Fame coach, but I'm an underdog guy, I guess. And Saban's very seldom an underdog anywhere he goes to, where his teams go to play. Okay, well, see, that makes a big difference too when you grow up somewhere. Okay, we're going to jump into these now. If you go to school there or grew up there, those are two completely different things. You got Miggy again on the paper. Oscar Gonzalez, rookie card. Vaughn Grissom, one of my favorites for the Braves, rookie. Logan O'Hoppe, a good one for the Angels. James Outman, whatever you call this guy. Mario Shindrick Martinez, Bowman first paper. Marcos Cabrera, Bowman first for the Yankees. Here's a Jordan Lawler paper for the Diamondbacks. And a Jason Chourio for Cleveland. And a Zach Neto for the Angels. I'll sleeve both of these real quick. I went to school shortly for a brief moment at OSU, not for long. Changed my program and my major and went down to a university closer to where I lived at. So got out of, I'm going to go ahead and get these knocked out. But at the time, the VA was requiring me to pursue the degree that they thought I was, based off my aptitude test and these little survey tests that they do. I was told I had to go through the degree plan that they wanted me in, which wasn't the case. And as soon as I got a different VA person, I found out that I could pick my degree. Jonathan Aranda with the Rays. There's a Julio with Seattle. Oswald Peraza with the Yankees. Francisco Lindor with the Mets. Garrett Mitchell with the Brewers. Samuel Zavala with the Padres. And Anthony Peguero, Bowman first. Then we got this Juan Chacon on the Bowman first for Boston. And then we got, my understanding, this is Ronald's little brother, if I'm not mistaken. Los Angel Acuna, and Brian's brother as well. I think the three of them are brothers, I guess. But Brian, Los Angel, and then obviously Ronald Jr. But I've heard he's really good. Yilber Herrera, Bowman first for the Twins. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they traded him to the Mets because that's the Braves' #1 rival. That's their arch nemesis, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be entertaining to see whenever he gets a call up, him going up against his brother that's on the Braves. Nolan Gorman, rookie, on the paper. Vlad Jr. Here's Michael Harris for the Braves, rookie card, paper. Even these papers will get sleeved. Rafael Devers, Bo Naylor. D-backs got Ruben Santana. Dodgers have Yeiner Fernandez for the first. Dylan O'Ray for the Brewers on the first. Then we got a Yankees chrome, Bowman first for Spencer Jones. We'll sleeve it. And a Yordani De Los Santos on the chrome for the Pirates. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know what level he's played up to yet. I bet he's played pretty high up. Excuse me. But I don't know if he's going to be one of them that's getting called next season. You know, how soon his call-up will be. You're hoping Spencer's a Padre soon as part of the Soto package. So you're wanting Soto to come over? He needs to go somewhere where his value will increase, because he's way, especially for the hobby, he's way underrated. Drew Waters with Kansas City. Francisco Alvarez with the Mets. Oswaldo Cabrera with the Yankees. Xander Bogaerts with the Padres. There's Tampa Bay, Wander Franco. Ariel Almonte with the Reds, Bowman first on the paper. Marcus Lesang, Phillies, Bowman first. Matt Mervis with the Cubbies on a Bowman first, paper. Then we have a couple chromes here. Let's see who they are. Vincent Perazzo, Bowman first for the Mets. And then another Mets, Jet Williams, both chrome. Now we got our two good packs, the whatever we call them, mega box packs. See, I'm going to do these with the razor here up top. Kodai Senga Mojo, that's a good one to get. Kind of stuck together there. But yeah, that's a really good one. Robert Perez Jr. for the Mariners, Bowen first. Then we have a Henry Davis for the Pirates. I've heard a lot of good things about him on the sites on September. Then we have a Xander Bogaerts for the Padres, Mojo. And a Garrett Mitchell Brewers rookie card. Oh, he's at, talking about Acuna, he's at AA. Alright, for the Rockies we have Ezekiel, see if we got any color, no. We got Ezekiel Tovar for the Rockies. There's the Ronald Acuna for the Braves. Nice mojo to pull. Then we have a Nolan Gorman, Rookie of the Year favorites. And we have a Christopher Morel for the Cubs. That's a good one to have. And there's your Michael Harris for the Braves. Not a bad one. Let me get these opened up here. So you all should start getting your last stacks that I shipped out. Phil, I know, got his Saturday. I'm thinking Dave got his Saturday maybe. I can't remember. There was a few different ones that got delivered on Saturday though, and I just shipped those, I think Wednesday night maybe, I can't remember. So they made it pretty quick considering it's holiday time, and it was the postal service. So hopefully you guys will all start getting them real soon. And I tried to include some additional extra cards for everyone. So whether you got a pack of cards, sometimes in some of them I just did a pack, and others I just did a few extras of your PC. Just what I had handy on the table at the time when I was packaging up stuff. Hey Steve, I see you in here now, bud. Alright, so let's get over here and we'll start on our next one. So we're halfway through, fixing to start on this mega box next. And then I'll check the listing for any of the other stuff that Bowman debut and that Panini here, see how close they are to closing. And if y'all have joined since I said this earlier, you're welcome to go toss out some offers that are within reason of where whatever I posted, you know how I said 10% or $10 or $1 or whatever, depending on what rip it was. So you are welcome to throw out some offers that are a little under that, especially if you've bought several different lots and stuff throughout these breaks here. Don't have to be just that one. Estuy Ruiz. Let's hope for a better situation on this box versus all those duplicate packs we had last time. Luis Reyes for the Marlins. Masataka Yoshida for Boston. I'm going to set him off to the side here. Well, like I said before, they'll all get sleeved. Yordan Alvarez and a Garrett Mitchell rookie card. Yeah. Hold up. Okay, this is a second box. I am going to be writing all tag card purchaser and Ivan and everybody else that are the big card people in the hobby, because this is ridiculous. Luis Reyes, second box in a row with duplicate packs. Masataka Yoshida, Yordan Alvarez, Garrett Mitchell. Shea Langoliers is the only one that was different out of that one. Talk about frustrating, and that's putting it nicely. Langoliers. It's a Goldschmidt. There's Grayson Rodriguez. That's a good one. Yuri Perez. It's actually a decent card. Garrett Cole. Your Cy Young, wasn't it? Yeah, close on that one. It was. Oh. Goldschmidt again. Grayson Rodriguez again. Thank you, Tops and Bowman. You guys are freaking awesome. Yuri Perez again. Garrett Cole again. Francisco Lindor. I tell you, if you could see, I guarantee if I was wearing something that told my blood pressure right now, it'd be through the daggum roof. I'm sorry, I don't have any way of. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to open up another box of these, a third one, and throw it in because of that. And if they don't do anything about it, they can kiss my tail, because this, I mean, this is ridiculous. Lindor, Alvarez, Mets, Mookie Betts, Nolan Jones, Anthony Rizzo, yeah, quality control there. To me, that's just a setting on a machine that's cutting the cards and stacking them. That's all that is that's so easy to fix. That's not even a matter of off-centered or print lines, or that's a simple fix. All you gotta do is make your stacks more random. Brailer Guerrero, Bowman First Mojo. Put him over here with the sleeves pile. Vladimir Restituyo, however you say that, Colorado Rockies, Bowman First Mojo. Then we have Houston for Austin, Alex Bregman, Iconic Mojo. Jonathan Mejia, however you say his name, for the Cardinals. And then a Christopher Torrin for the D-backs, Mojo First. Got one more pack of these. Yeah. Got Jacob Berry for the Marlins, Mojo. Marco Luciano for the Giants, Mojo. Anthony Gutierrez for the Rangers. Nelson Rada for the Angels. And Josu De Paula for the Dodgers. I'm going to get these sleeved up really quick, the Mojos in this stack over here. So give me just a minute. And then I'm going to grab another box of these and put them in there. I mean, and I didn't get these off the shelf. I ordered them. I'd have to look and see where I ordered them from. I have my receipts, so I mean, everything was online, so still, it doesn't matter. It's like I was saying, it's one thing to have that happen to you when it's a different Mojo or different box Mojo. When it's a different box and you have a couple packs that are identical, but when you have back to back to back to back duplicate packs in the same boxes, that's really because I mean, think if you were the person that went somewhere and bought that off the shelf and that was the only card, you know, that was the only box you were able to buy that day, because, like, you know, you budget and you buy that box, take it home, open it up, and basically you're getting half the cards because everything's duplicates. Yeah, I need to find out where Pug's ordering from too, and I'll compare it to where I got these from. I can't remember where I got these from off the top of my head right now, but I don't think it shouldn't be associated with where we're getting them from. I mean, that hang on here, I'm gonna get these over here out of the way a little bit. I mean, they all should be boxed and packaged accordingly. I've had it happen a bunch of times, and never to this degree though. Like, this is the most, like, belligerent, or however you say it, you know, it's just the worst I've seen it so far. I'm gonna also reach out to Ben and ask him how often he's seen this in his, because he's broke a ton of this product. And I'm curious to see how frequently he's come across this on his own. Alright, now we can get to the other box that I'm going to grab behind me. We'll see how this one goes. Maybe hopefully it'll be different. There's our empty. Let's put our mojos over here. There's a decent one, Matt McLean for the Reds. I've been trying to hit him myself. Bobby Miller for the Dodgers is another good one. Kodai Senga's decent card. Carlos Correa for the Twins. And Javier Baez for the Tigers. So this looks a little different this time around, so this may be a good sign for this box. Drew Waters for the Royals. Javier Baez again. That's, I mean, one card, or, you know, that's not a big deal. Ezequiel Tovar does have a little bit of a, barely, I mean, you got to hold it to the light just right to see it, so it might be something that would wipe off with a cloth. Ezequiel Tovar though. And then we have Vaughn Grissom with the Braves. And there's your Corbin Carroll with the D-backs. I'm going to put Vaughn down here for the sleeve stack and Corbin Carroll. So yeah, that pack, those first two packs were better. Hopefully it'll continue like that. We'll see. Here we go. Drew Waters, Ezequiel Tovar. Back to the same damn thing. Vaughn Grissom, Corbin Carroll. Well, I mean, at least whoever had the D-backs in the Braves. I mean, that Bryce Harper with the Phillies. But at least this is just a bonus box to make up for the other times. Yeah, that's what I say. Look at this, Bryce Harper again. Nolan Gorman with the Cardinals. Bryce Terang with the Brewers. Tanner Bybee with the Guardians. And Brian Rocchio with the Guardians. How much you want to bet we hit a Bryce Terang and a Nolan Gorman in this pack? I hope I'm wrong. No, I'm not. Nolan Gorman, Bryce Terang. Holy cow, Tanner Bybee. Holy cow, who would have ever thought it? Who would have guessed? Brian Rocchio, who would have thought that? I mean, I would have never guessed you'd pull those cards again. Juan Soto, Topps, come on. What a freaking joke. I'm going to tell you, if Panini ever gets licensed, look out, because And I'm to the point now where I'm almost preferring them over tops, even with the license or not. We got Andy Acevedo on a Bowman First Mojo. Luis Almeida on the Bowman First Mojo for the Baltimore. Oswald Peraza for the Yankees, iconic. Miguel Bleis for the Red Sox. And Adrian Pinto, Bowman First. I won't be buying those again I've got, I think, 3 more back there to go through. See, I see a little bit of color here, so that might help ease the wound a little bit, but still it's because of a bonus box. Ariel Castro, Bowman First. Joindry, however you say that, Vargas, Bowman First. And for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza, iconic, green, numbered to 99. How about that, Double M? What do you think, sir? Pretty nice hit. Green. We'll get that. All these will get sleeved right now. Then we have this Arnaldo Lantigua for the Dodgers, Bowman First, and a Elian Soto for the Nats First. I'm glad I opened that now. That helped out a little bit. I do like that card. I've got a Trout in that iconic, and I think it's a blue one. I'm not sure. It may be green, but I know it's numbered. I just can't recall what variation it is. So we'll set that like that. The rest of these I'm going to sleeve real quick. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Betos, what's going on, man? Hey, Chris Betos, Mr. Buck City. When you've ripped these in your breaks, how frequently do you get back-to-back packs in the box? All 3 of the boxes I've opened have had at least 3 of the packages were identical, with the exception of like 1 card in all 3 boxes. You talk about driving you crazy. If you're still in here, I'm just curious how often you see that in that Bowman Chrome Mega. If that's something I'm just seeing, or because I've been in breaks before with probably more so in bins on the Bowman stuff, but I'm bad about getting in them and then not watching, so I may not I don't recall ever seeing it happen, but I may not have watched. Yeah, you guys are really big into the football, which is cool, because I've got some decent football stuff from you guys. And I don't even collect football. I just did it because I was wanting to try it out, and y'all had some good deals going on. So that's right. I remember that now from when we talked before in chat. I always think that y'all are this, like, I'll have to reach out to him too, though, and see. Say like you'll see, we have 2 Carrolls, which is a good card to get a duplicate of. We had 2 Nolan Gormans, 2 Von Grissams, and these were back-to-back packs in the same exact box. It wasn't even different boxes. See, there's the other Corbin Carroll right there. The other Von Grissom. It's like they put their trainees on that line and tell them to learn how to do stuff on that particular line. You know, they got that show where the boss disguises himself and goes in as a worker. This was one of the better ones, I felt, the Matt McLean. They need to do a force the boss to go spend, like put him on a budget and make him go spend X amount of dollars and open packs off the shelves. Let's see how he feels when he opens the stuff. No matter what, it still wouldn't hit the same. So we have this here. There's our empty. Yeah, I like watching that show. Some of them can get kind of cheesy, and I'm like, the boss gives somebody at the end of it, he's like a multi-millionaire, and then he's dressed up and went undercover, and he gives the people like a vacation to a theme park or something. I'm like, seriously? I mean, let's see, I'm gonna put Oswald Peraza right over here, and then you have the others that get on there and like give college funds to their kids and promotions and training. And we got Corey Seager, Brandon Crawford with the Giants, JD Martinez with the Dodgers, Salvador Perez with the Royals, Ezekiel Tovar with the Rockies, Lazard Montes with his Bowman first on paper, Christian Hernandez with the Cubbies, William Lugo with the Mets, Roderick Arias with the Yankees, and Justin Crawford with the Phillies on the Bowman first. See, I'll get both of those in a sleeve. Hunter Green, D.L. Hall, Baltimore, Shohei, Pete Alonso, Bryce Harper, Ricardo Perez, Bowman first, Brock Jones for the Rays, Bowman first, and then we have a Chase DeLauder with the Guardians. Then we got Averson Ortega for the Giants, Junior Garcia, Bowman first for the Dodgers, okay, we got O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates, Josh Young for its paper, but for the Rangers, good rookie to have, C.J. Abrams, Jose Abreu, Nolan Jones with the Rockies, Austin Charles, Bowman first for the Royals, Axel Sanchez with the Mariners on the first, Sedan Rafaela for Boston. Then we have Jorge Ruiz on Bowman first chrome, and Oakland A's Bowman first chrome, Daniel Susac. Excuse me. Luis Robert with the White Sox. There's a Tristan Casas for the Boston, Kodai Senga Mets, Spencer Torkelson with the Tigers, Max Scherzer with the Mets, Logan Wagner, Bowman first. Yulber Herrera for the Twins. And a Christian Vaquero with the Nats. And we have an Eric Brown Jr. with the Brewers. And a Frielli Encarnacion with the Bowman first with Boston. See, now what strikes me as odd is you can take these bigger mega packs, and there's not been any duplicate packs, so to speak of, that I know of, that I can recall. Now, I don't want to jinx this, but... And then you have those other ones that were full of them. There's your nice Judge, double M. Mojo Judge. Very nice. And whoever has the Mets, there's your Francisco Alvarez. That's another good one, rookie card. And then a Curtis Mead for Tampa Bay for the Rays. And there's a Shohei. That's a good box for the Angels. And a Vlad Jr. for Toronto. So that was a decent pack out of that box. Here's just a Bo Naylor for the Guardians. Here, this is a good back. We got Mike Trout for the Angels. Nolan Gorman. That's one of the Rookie of the Year favorites. Axel Sanchez for the Mariners. And there's your Matt Mervis for the Cubs, Bowman first, in the Mojo. So that ended up closing that breakout at a decent rate, at least. We hit that iconic Oswald Peraza. And then these pretty good Mojos here with the Trout, Ohtani, and Judge. And even these Mervis, and a lot of good rookies. So that closes, that's the end of that break. I need to look and see as soon as I get these sleeved and scooted off to the side, kind of get them over in the area where I'm going to stack them at. We will look and see what the other breaks are, how they're looking. I don't know what's needing to be closed, but you are welcome to throw out some offers. I'll look at them as soon as I finish this. Like I say, I mean, not a half off type of thing, but I can definitely, like if I told you $1, make it $2 type of deal. If I got on there 10% and the 10%'s only like $1, or I don't know, just depends on the size of the team and or the whatever it is. I'm just saying keep it kind of within reason. I try to set these when I do the pick now type of deal, or pay now, or you know what I mean, buy now, or whatever. I try to set them to where I cover my costs, like district fees, and then stay as close to even as I can, with maybe a little bit to go back into upgrading to some hobby stuff to bring back in. And then the auctions is just, it is what it is. You don't really, I don't get to control that. So that's where if I do really good on the auction, then I can put all of it back in, and then maybe kick out a little bit to the side for either PC or other breaks, like the free one that I've got to do for you guys, for the top 5 buyers. I will be doing that this month for November, and then for December as well. So I've got to get that done for December. I'll look and see what all I have, and I'll decide what we're going to break for that, and then announce it. I've not even looked to see who my leaders were. I know one thing I got to fix though is I did open this break, one of the buy now breaks, like I think it was this Panini. Let's see now what we got here. but I started it the night, like the last night of the month. So on November 30th, and those, since the break was this month, those will credit during December, because Pug had already had his drawings and stuff, and I wasn't paying attention. It was late that evening, like at 10 o'clock at night, and I think a couple sold. So on the random for the pro debut, let me see how many we got here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I've got, it looks like we have 17 sold in the pro debut jumbo and hobby, and I've got 8 on it, and I could do 6. And let me see, I just got a, what in the world, that was weird. I couldn't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I'll accept that one. So yeah, on the pro debut, the jumbo and the hobby, there's 7 autos in that, and this will be the first time I've opened any of the jumbo. I've always done just the hobby, and from what I've heard and what people have said in chat during my breaks, there's a lot more color and variance in that jumbo than there are in the hobby, even though the hobby comes with more autos. So I'm gonna see what we have left in. So in the Panini, this break that's on the table here, all that's left is the Giants and Blue Jays. 6 and 5 is what's on them, and I mean, I would do 3 for the 5 and 4 for the 6. So that's 4. Or if somebody does both, I could do let me look at that again, make sure I'm getting it right. I could do 6 for both of them together if somebody does that. But we'll see here. I'm gonna look at the. So got a. Why does it keep going away? Yeah, Andrew, that's fine. I appreciate it too. Thank you, and Steve and everyone else that's helping getting these things closed. That's weird. All right. Well. Okay, so there's that one. Now let me see here. Okay, so that closes us out on this one. So that'll be our next one. And let me look and I'll tell y'all how close we are on the debut. I'm thinking we are, let me see what other notifications I have here. Okay. Yeah, so there's 13 of the random Pro Debut left, and like I was saying, it's at 8, and I would do 6 if anybody wants to offer that. And if we don't close it, that's fine. I'll be doing breaks again later in the week. But so now we'll transition over to this. Let me get the ticker updated real quick. Shouldn't take long because I've already got it made based off of what was there before we started that other break. I haven't looked at the football ones yet. Get that move up there. There we go. Okay, so go over on Andrew's name. We've got I'm going to add, and if something happens and I don't get one of these teams on that was bought after I started the other break added to the name, it will still get put in your break mail, and you'll still have it. Hopefully I'll catch them all, but I mean I'll go off my sales sheets whenever I'm splitting everything up. So I added Giants in Toronto to Andrew. Steve will be Miami. Let me make sure I got. Okay. Then Andrew had Colorado earlier, and Steve had Oakland. Phil has Cleveland. Let me see if I got that on him yet. Yep. So I'm caught up. Count these real quick, and that'll tell me if I'm good to go. Yep, 30. So that should be it. Good deal. That should be your new ticker, and y'all tell me on the font and that type. That looks a little better to me than the other one did. Looks easier to, like, it's bolder, a little easier to read. So I'm gonna scooch these down. And we'll set that just flat right there since it's the other break. So I'll do the Megas last. We'll do these two here. I'll do the Chronicles first. This Chronicles, I thought was going to be difficult to sort because of all the different product lines, and when you look at the checklist, there's so many different products you got to look through, but they make it easy on the Beckett list. I don't know if the other websites do it this way, but on the Beckett one, you just like, I can click on Elite and it shows me this checklist for Elite. Then I can click on Chronicles and it shows me the Chronicle checklist. Same way with the others, all the other different products that's in these boxes. It makes it pretty easy. I mean, it takes a little more time, but nothing like the Pro Debut. That one, I used to say that it wasn't that bad, but quite honestly, it's kind of I dread sorting it whenever it's time to sort. Go ahead and get this select here opened up. And the select, they're pretty high quality cards that you don't get very many. That's usually the ones that we get all of our really good low numbered stuff out of. However, that mantle came out of either one of the Chronicle Blasters or Megas. I can't remember which one, but it did come out of one or the other. Alright, so I'm going to do the select last. We'll start with the Chronicles. We have Drew Jones. That's a good one to hit right off the bat for the D-backs. Yep. We'll sleeve it. Then we have a Spencer Miles for San Francisco. David Cone for New York. And a Kai Bush for Los Angeles. Now there was a Revolution card in that last break I did that didn't belong to any team. So if we hit any of those, I'll just random it at the end. Drew Gilbert with Houston. That man will come out of the Mega. Is that what you were saying, Steve? We have Mark Grace with Chicago. And we have Jace Young, however you say his name, with Detroit on the gold standard relic. I like those a lot. Jonathan Clase, Seattle. Then we have a Hans Lobert, Cincinnati. Jimmy Fox with Philly. And there was a couple instances in that last break also where it might say one team name on it, like the town, and it went to a different team set. So just know that I go off of what the checklist on the team sets do say. So almost all of them were that way, but there was a couple. There's a black and white of Orlando Cepeda, San Francisco. Thought it may be numbered, but it's not. Then we have a Oakland Jose Canseco. Jim Bunning with Philly. Then we have a Revolution with Kai Bush again. And a Elijah Green with Washington on the XR. Got Cole Young from Seattle. Then we have Cole Phillips, Atlanta. Edward Julian, Minnesota. He's a decent rookie right now. Pete Hansen, St. Louis. Then we have Jackson Jobe from Detroit. See Roger Clemens on the top. Roger Clemens with Boston. Then we have a, makes it hard to see sometimes, Jim Edmonds, California. And it's numbered to 99, 32 of 99, so I'll set it here to the side. And then we got Aramis Ramirez, Chicago. Aramis Ramirez. We have a red Schoendienst for St. Louis manager. Then we have a good card right here. Ethan Salas with San Diego. Got a little bit of a line here down this, but it's definitely not severe, but it's on there. I'll sleeve it with the numbered card. What's our bounty number right now? I can't remember what we what I think it was Phil maybe that had it. I can't recall, but of course we're way early in the month, but all right. Let's see here. I was going to sleeve those later. All right. 99. So that one is a 32 of 99. So I don't know what the other one, the first two numbers are when they're the same like that. But I'm sure over the course of the month we will hit something a lot lower than a 99, hopefully. Tony La Russa, Willie McCovey with San Francisco, Duke Snyder with Brooklyn. Then we have a Kevin Parada with New York, and a Drew Jones on the certified, Drew Jones certified, Arizona. Another really good card. Before I open these select packs, we'll get these others sleeved up really quick. One of those was a real thick card, so it'll take a different sleeve. Well, it's not too thick. So we've hit two of the Drew, or well, this is Drew Gilbert. We've hit two Drew Jones also, though. Just one Gilbert, I think, but two of the Jones. All right. I'll open this select real quick. We got a Paul Konerko. Not sure, Chicago. Then we have a Gavin Stone. It's a relic. Gavin Stone, Los Angeles swatches. Select swatch. And it doesn't appear to be numbered. Then we have a Masa. This is a nice card right here for Boston. Masataka Yoshida Select in Fuego. It's like in fire, I guess that's what that means. I'm not sure, but it is a sharp looking card. And I don't see anything at all that I can tell. Then we have an Allen Trammell in this really cool refractor that we hit last time. That's in all the blasters for Detroit. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that sleeved up here. It's a really nice looking card, though. I've not seen that yet. And that stone will take a bigger sleeve. On an 8-box, Steve, was it blasters, megas, or hobbies? The hobby would be a fun one. That probably would have some really nice cards in it, though. Kyle Manzardo with Tampa Bay. It's a good one. Jackson Ferris, Chicago. Then we have a Ralph Kiner with Pittsburgh. And Dylan Lisco with San Diego with the Padres. I mean, I am going to keep sleeving these refractors. I like those. Hobby, yeah, I bet that did have some really nice hits. Okay. Then we have an Allen Trammell base card with Detroit. Connor Prielipp, Prielipp with Minnesota. Willie Stargell with Pittsburgh. And an Archie Vaughn with Pittsburgh. And sometimes the veterans, the old veteran cards are the main ones you got to watch out for that may end up in a different team set type of deal. All right. So which one do y'all want to do first? Prism, or see if I have my other top of my other sleeves here. They're a little wider. We can do Prism or the Chronicles. Let's see if that really was the. Yeah, it is. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to tell Ben on his next break club, make one side different than the other. That way we can do a head and tail. We'll do the Chronicles first. Say the Prism because it's the one with a guaranteed auto. This is one autograph or memorabilia card per box. So we'll see which one we hit. Ain't that groovy? Let you know it's a mega box. How about that? And then they're all wonky in there. Hopefully they're not damaged, but no way to prevent it. Stan Kavaleski, Washington. Luke Appling, Chicago. Joe Torre with New York. I can't remember if it's Buck City or No Flow or Zebra or which one of the breakers. I know it wasn't Ben's, but I'm thinking, I can't remember. I hit a Joe Torre baseball, autographed baseball. Gavin Stone with Los Angeles. I'm used to working in, we cover a lot of Louisiana assets. Anytime I see LA, my mind automatically thinks Louisiana. New York, we got Mike Messina. Then we got Brian Rocchio with Cleveland. There's a Francisco Alvarez. See what this is. Refractor. Just a XR. Still a really nice card. Set it over here to be sleeved. Jacob Berry Mosaic for Miami. Yeah, see, I don't usually keep my holidays, but if it was an Acuna short print, I'd probably keep it. Jared Schuster, Atlanta. Zach Geloff, Oakland. There's another Francisco Alvarez, Mets. Then we have a Nick Gonzalez with Pittsburgh. A lot of rookie cards in that pack. Chase DeLauder, Cleveland. Then we have Joe DiMaggio of New York. I used to have his shirt, I think. Pretty certain I did. Cleveland, Nate Furman, Clear Vision. Then we have a Reggie Crawford certified for San Francisco. Nice looking card. Uh-oh, I see a good card on the bottom, at least it looks like. Dylan Lesko, San Diego. Caden Wallace, Kansas City. Andy Rodriguez for Pittsburgh. Jose Ramos with Los Angeles. There's a Mickey Mantle, New York, the base card of 5 we hit the other day. Here's a red Mickey Mantle. How about that? Numbered to 100. Doesn't pick up the bounty, but still a red Mickey Mantle. I'm pretty sure this is a double M this time around. Pretty sweet. Phil's got the green, so and you get the base right there. Talk him out of that green, you'd have you work on a rainbow. Because I'm sure I'll be ripping, well, I know I'll be ripping more of these because I have more on the shelf to rip. See what this Bill Lee for Boston is. It's just the Zenith Bill Lee Boston. And here is a Jackson Holiday Baltimore Mosaic. One of these refractor, like what I would call X-fractor in Topps. I don't know what they call it in Panini, but that is a sweet card. It's not numbered, but that is really nice for Baltimore. Let's see, I don't want to keep pulling from my bigger sleeves. So we hit that and that Mantle and Alvarez out of that little part of the. So far the Megas have been pretty good in this product. Alright, let's see here. Got Baltimore, Silas Ardoin, Joe Cronin, Boston, Hack Wilson, Chicago. We have a Oscar Colas, Chicago White Sox, rookie card. Joe Morgan with Cincinnati. We got a Lou Boudreau, Cleveland. I don't know why I struggle with that. I say that name a lot at work. Rafael Palmeiro with Texas. It's backwards. Let's see. Nice looking card. It's on a Essentials, Chronicles Essentials is what that's called. We'll sleeve it if we can. We got Joey Weimer with Milwaukee, rookie card. On the other rips that I've got posted right now, if they close out during like let's say after we close out tonight and sign off, if it closes between now and the Pug or J Swan's next breaks, I'm not going to break on the same day as them. I won't ever double up with those guys and take away from anyone's time. It'll be whatever the next day is after the break. So like, pretty sure Pug's doing, I'll have to look, can't remember. But I think J Swans was doing Monday maybe. Wade Boggs, Boston. It's a nice looking card. Those obsidians are nice. Then we got Eric Chavez with Oakland on the recon. Then see what this is. Another, that's David McCabe, Atlanta. Carson Williams with Tampa. The rest of these are flips, so let's do this. Max Muncy with Oakland. Everson Pereira, New York. Jose Rodriguez with Chicago. Mason R, Tampa Bay. And last pack of that mega box. I thought Thursdays was his day that he was going to switch back to. So yeah, my next day would be probably Tuesday, as long as my schedule allows for it. Got Bobby Miller, Los Angeles. Tim McCarver, St. Louis. Drew Gilbert, Houston. Chase Meadroth, Boston. Owen White, Texas. And then here's just a Henry Davis of the Gold Standard swatches. It's a nice Henry Davis. Then we have, well, Cam Collier with Cincinnati on the Essentials. Make sure it's not. Nope. Have Jared McKenzie with Washington on the certified. We already did these, so we'll try to get these sleeved up real quick. Having the little bit slightly oversized baggies or sleeves comes in handy. Okay, so I'm going to stick these kind of off to the side, even though we're same rip, just to get my staging area a little cleaner. Okay, next up we have the Prism. I was trying to see what Steve says of leadership. He's out here F town. Oh, adding to the Henry Davis collection. There's our empty. We got 2, 4, and 6. These are always a fun rip. They always have some cool variations in them. The pink cracked ice that you always get out of the retail megas. Let's see here. So we got Lou Brock with St. Louis, Mike Piazza with New York, Carlton Fisk with Boston, Connor Norby with Baltimore. Not a bad rookie card or prospect. Torrey Hunter, Minnesota, Willie Stargell with Pittsburgh, and Brian Ramos with Chicago Refractor, and then a Rick Farrell, Washington, and a John Smoltz, Atlanta, and a Goose Goslin with Washington, the old ball game. So I'll set those over there to sleeve. Got Emerson Hancock with Seattle, George Brett, Kansas City, Miguel Bleis with Boston, Tucker Tolman with Toronto, there's Ricky Henderson with Oakland, Mark Grace with Chicago, Angel Martinez Refractor, Tim Wakefield, Boston on the pink cracked ice, Griff McGarry with Philly on the pink, or Elvis Martinez with Toronto 3-hole. Let's see, get these over here. Give me 1 second. Oh, Pug's out of town. or he's out of town Tuesday. Okay. Hey, there's Ellie. Right off the top, Ellie De La Cruz. Nice card. Brady House, not a bad one, with Washington. Kobe Mayo with Baltimore. Tink Hintz with St. Louis. Bob Fellner with Cleveland. And I don't recall ever pulling this card before. Cool Papa Bell, St. Louis. I'll have to see what team set that falls under. Curtis Mead refractor on the 20 to 80 scale heating tool for Curtis Mead. Jack Morris, Detroit. Nolan Ryan with Texas, and Bobby Doerr with the old ball game, Boston. And speaking of Nolan Ryan, y'all need to check out the card, the 3 auto card that is on Midwest Box Breaks that Ben hit in one of his breaks that he's auctioning off right now. It's got Nolan Ryan's auto, Pedro Martinez, and who's the third one? I don't remember off the top of my head now. I'm drawing a blank. But either way, I was on the break of that, in that break, and ended up one of the players or one of the people with that card. So he auctions it off, and once it closes, I think in 5 days, we'll the 3 of us split the resources after we pay, of course, the fees and stuff. Lawrence Butler with Oakland, Gavin Williams, Cleveland, Robbie Snelling, San Diego, Drew Thorpe with New York. There's a Bobby Witt Jr., Kansas City. Fergie Jenkins with Chicago. And I bet that's our auto. So Rod Carew with the pink cracked ice. And I'm going to set that like so. Noah Schultz with Chicago. And there's your Boston, Masataka Yoshida with the Future Tools. Not a bad blaster or mega box so far. Yeah, Randy Johnson, that's right. Wow, how did I forget that one? If I had it, I'd be bidding on it myself, honestly, but Pete Crow Armstrong, supposed to be a really good one. So is Evan Carter, Texas, World Series champion. A couple good ones there. Kirby Puckett, Minnesota. Brandon Fatt, Arizona, supposed to be another good one. Raleigh Fingers, Oakland. Alan Trammell, Detroit. Kevin Alcantara on the green cracked ice, Chicago. Moose Skolin, New York. Chase DeLauder, Cleveland. And then a Ken Griffey Jr., the Blueprints. Yeah, I like the card a lot. I just, I don't know what it'll get up to, but it's already out of my range. Okay, we have Jared Schuster with Atlanta, Jacob Melton with Houston, Averson Arteaga with San Francisco, Oscar Colas, Chicago White Sox, Richie Ashburn with Philly, Chief Myers, New York, Jim Bunning with Detroit, Javi Lopez with Atlanta, Kyle Harrison, San Francisco, and a Mason Wynn 20 to 80 scale on an 80 arm. So some good ones there. Alright, so let's look at see what we pulled for an auto. We had Fergie Jenkins on top. And we got a Johan Rojas with Philly. Signature refractor. Well, no, it's not a refractor, just the regular base. I was thinking it was a refractor because the sticker for the signature was refracting. But we got Johan Rojas with Philly auto. And that closes this one out, guys. That's it. That's a wrap. So let me look just to make sure. I don't think we've had any pop up real quick. I'll sleeve these all up and then I'll go look. I'll look right now just to. No, we're good. We'll resume probably Tuesday night, most likely. And I may do one auction, throw in another auction break after I get done with this, if I can get one put together tonight and get the pictures taken and posted. I'll do another one, and we'll get you guys set up for another break for Tuesday. And I know J Swan has some. I believe he's doing some on tomorrow night, if I remember right. And then I know Pug has some for Thursday that update blasters for the people that's wanting to chase those Halloween cards. Those are some fun breaks too. And those are buy it now, so I may, as it gets a little closer to ending, I may see if he has any that need, like where he needs help closing them out, and go in and get a couple myself. I have to wait and see. But appreciate it, Steve. Everybody have a good one. I'll get these sleeved up and get them sorted and packaged, and unless you tell me to ship in a DM or on the district, because I have a hard time finding the chat on this, because once I close it out, the chat goes away for like 24 or 48 hours or something until YouTube uploads, and I guess they do like I don't know if they do a review or something, but anyway, I can't see the chat for a day or two. So just let me know if you want them shipped. Otherwise, they'll stack until the Tuesday rips, and then I'll ship everything out on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on what days I've got breaks going on. I may do something Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have to just wait and see. A lot of it will depend on kind of how things are moving. But I appreciate you all. And I see Steve say hold his. Okay. Like I said, thanks a lot, guys. It was a good break evening. And got that Mantle card. Got that Rojas. And then the Judge in that Bowman, and then the Trout, or the not Trout, but this Peraza in the Bowman, the Shohei, Trout, Mojos. The Bowman ended up being decent, but it all come out of the bonus pack, I think, if I remember right. But thank you guys. Yeah, and the Davis. So have a good one. I'm fixing to close this out and start organizing. Thanks a ton.